Good morning. My name is Sneha, and we're continuing with our series of looking at God's promises in the Bible. Today we're considering healing and looking at this verse from 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 24, and it reads like this. He himself bore our sins in his body on the cross, so that we might die to sins and live for righteousness. By his wounds you have been healed. Now, as of September last year, the UK had recorded about 650 deaths amongst NHS staff because of COVID. No doubt this number is a lot higher by now. These were people who suffered the cost of bringing care and healing to thousands of extremely ill patients. They died whilst saving others. And in the light of our present situation, this verse in Peter could almost speak into the sacrifice of our health workers. By their wounds, we have been healed. Now, although we know and believe that God heals miraculously and he is able to heal anyone from anything, in this particular verse, looking at the context and what comes before and what goes after, we can see clearly that Peter is not referring to physical healing here, but rather to spiritual healing and healing from sin. And this verse firstly tells us that Jesus willingly came to our front line, and we see this expressed in the phrase, he himself. He did this not under coercion or pressure. He came willingly, took on our sin sickness so that we could be healed from its control over us. And what exactly is the sin that Jesus heals us from? Well, sin in essence is missing the standard set by God. And the consequence of missing the standard, unfortunately, is death. And more precisely, it's spiritual death, best described as a lifelong and beyond separation from God. And how does he heal us? Well, the Greek word used in this verse, which has been translated into righteousness, is dikaiosune. And dikaiosune means rightness of character before God and rightness of actions before men. And this is absolutely impossible to achieve on our own strength. And that's why Jesus' sacrifice is significant. By his death, Jesus heals us from the consequences of missing the mark, which is separation from God, and makes us right in character before God. Now we can thank God that no matter where we find ourselves physically, we can be assured of being healed spiritually now and forever. I hope you have a good day.